Hello and good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are. And thanks so much for joining um, our Cloud Members Office Hours. I'm Charles Maxson, and I'm part of the Platform Ecosystem Partner Team. And today with me is Elaine Henscomb, who's from our Service Partner Program team. And together, our two teams are responsible for helping both our technology and our services members get started on their journey to become full-fledged Google Cloud partners. In today's session, we're going to cover a couple of topics that will help you get started on your partner journey. First, Elaine is going to kick off by covering our recently launched service member program. And then I'll come back and I'm going to show you our about to be released new Google Cloud member portal. Then, as usual, we're going to leave some time at the end for questions and answers. Anything that you'd like to ask us, please do so. It's real simple the way it works. Anytime you have a question, you can pop it in the window. We'll queue those up, and at the end, we'll circle back and we'll address all those that we can with the time that we have left permitting. I want to thank everybody who submitted some questions prior to the event. That was super helpful for us, and we'll handle as many of those as we can. There's a few more specific ones that will actually respond to you personally. So if you had very unique questions that maybe aren't applicable to the broader audience, but we'll handle those as well. I also want to thank you for adding on some topics that you'd like to see us in the future. As you know, this is a new series that we've launched with our membership, our member campaign. And so we'd love to bring more sessions to you that will help you on your journey. So keep those ideas coming. We love the feedback and look forward to some of those new ideas in future sessions. So with that, allow me to turn it over to Elaine to talk about the new services program.
Great, thanks so much, Charles. So I'm Elaine Hanscom, and I am specifically going to walk through what it means to be a member and your partner journey. I'm going to focus on services to start, but before we get into it, I wanted to share this snapshot with you, which actually applies to both our technical and our services partners. So starting with member, that's where you guys are today, or hopefully very, very soon. Hopefully we'll get you excited enough to apply to become a member if you haven't yet. And as a member, you'll have access to lots of resources and you'll start on your path to become a partner. From there, what I wanted to highlight again is that we have a services track and a technology track as part of our partner program. And even as a Google Cloud partner, you'll have a next step in your journey, which is to become a premier partner. And at the premier level, you'll have even more resources and incentives and benefits. So this is just a snapshot of your partner journey, and it starts with member. So with that, I'm going to get into the invitation that you all have to become a Google Cloud Platform Services member. Some of you might not have applied yet. Some of you might have just applied to become a member. So again, this is your invitation to do this. And as part of this office hours, we want to address some basics and answer any questions you have. So what does this journey look like? It's really simple. You apply online, and you'll have access to these slides later, but these are all hyperlinked. So we have an online form on google.com, and you simply hit submit, and you'll have access to a lot of resources that Charles is going to walk you through on our member portal. While you're a member, take advantage of those resources and study and start getting prepped for how you qualify to become a partner. So that's what I'll go into next. Specifically for services GCP partners, the qualification is to get 2 GCP technical certifications. So that is your journey, starting by being a member. If you get your certifications, that is how you qualify to become a partner. And at that point, you'll be an officially badged Google Cloud partner with even more access to resources and benefits to help you grow your business. So I'm actually going to touch on the next slide a little bit more about the 2 certifications, which is our requirement. Again, this is focused on the services GCP partnership. The qualifications for tech are a little bit different. And I don't know, Charles, if you wanted to talk to that a little before I jump into the services.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it would. Thanks. I think For technology partners out there, first of all, if anybody's interested in being both a service and technology partner, it's totally possible. In fact, we have many partners that start in services and release a product, they become a technology partner, or vice versa. They create a great technology product and they want to start going into the service area around that. So you can definitely do both. The difference in becoming a technology partner versus a service partner is, although we don't require the certifications, of course you can have certifications and we think they're great, really what we want you to focus on from the technology side is making sure that you have a product to market. So the way you move to that next level as a technology partner is, as a member, you build your partner, your opportunity out, your integration, your whatever it is that is your service offering, and then you actually, through your application, let us know that that is actually ready to go to market, and you have one of our engineers review it, who can help you maybe critique it or see if it's obviously up to the quality that we would like to be in our partner program. And then when you get that approval back, you become a full-fledged partner. So again, the certifications are great, not required, but definitely something that the service folks understand. It's great to have certifications to prove out your competence and your expertise.
Great, thanks for elaborating on that, Charles, for our tech partners. Okay, so just again, diving back into services and our qualification to become a partner, how do we do that? So again, we have a pretty comprehensive learning path to help you with those qualifications, which if I can point out over on the right, it's these two Google Certified Professional certifications that we encourage you to take and pass the exam. And what the rest of this slide highlights is that, again, we do have some courses that are available for any of you to take if you need to learn more and help get prepped to pass the exams. The other thing I wanted to mention is, if you have enough real-world hands-on experience and knowledge, you can actually just go straight to the certification exam and try to pass it. But we do recommend, or if you feel like it, check out these courses. They are aligned to help you prep for those certifications. The other thing I wanted to point out with regards to the certifications is the two certs are at the company level. So you as a partner company, you only need two, and it could be, and it's at the company level. So you could have two people taking one or both. You could have the same person taking one or both. It's just two certifications at the company level. So once you take and pass your certifications on your journey to partnership, what do? So you would simply go back to the very same application form on google.com, and you'll see your pre-populated information already there, with the exception of the question that asks, do you have two GCP certifications? And that is where you'll want to specifically notate which certs you got and simply hit submit, and we will onboard you as a partner. So this brings us to the end of the certification section, which again, just as a reminder, is the qualification needed to become a partner for services partners. I'd love to turn it back over to Charles, who's going to walk you through our member portal, which will help you with the resources you need to prepare to become a partner.
Awesome. Thanks, Elaine. And remember, if you have any specific questions, just ping them into the live chat window and we'll get back to those at the end. Okay, so let me share my screen over here and give me 1 second to toggle over. And I notice it's a little bit of a lag on the YouTube broadcast, so I will try to go slow, and I might have a few pauses in between what I am showing you. So do bear with me on that.
And Charles, while you're getting ready for the demo, let's definitely address when the Google Cloud Connect member portal is ready for everyone, because we actually already have some questions about accessibility to the member site.
Absolutely, that's a great question. And hopefully the screen will show up in a second. It's showing up on mine, but it's a little lag. So let me handle that question for you. So we're ready with the content for the the portal. We're just finalizing some of the credentialing issues to be very transparent. And so once we get those resolved, we're going to connect with everybody in the member programs and let them know how do they sign on, the location, and make sure that they can get access to this. So please bear with us on that. We were hoping to have it done for this broadcast, but we're just a tiny bit behind trying to get that one little security permissioning done. And we'll have it very soon. We're expecting within the next few days. Okay, so good. Now you can see GCC. And real quickly, if you're already a Google customer, right? You have G Suite, for example. Maybe you use Gmail and you use docs and sheets and slides and stuff. You already have access, or at least your administrator will have access to Google Cloud Connect and see a lot of the content. If you look across the top here, where you see training and resources and forums and events and everything, Google Cloud Connect is a community we use not just for our member program, but for all of our partners and our customers and everybody who's actually engaged with us from a community standpoint as a customer or a partner. The level of access you have totally depends upon your level of access with us. So if you're a full partner, you'll notice there's a lot more information available to you. The member portal has stuff specifically geared for member program members. And so obviously you'll see this customer stuff, that's different. You'll see a couple things. I'm actually sharing my screen right now. So you'll notice a couple things. So for example, you can see roadmap information at a partner level. So certain things will light up and certain things aren't available at the member level. So again, you'll see all these different things and all the resources available when we get this live and get you signed in on it. But for now, this is the home page. And you'll notice a couple things about it. First of all, obviously you've seen portals before, but the goal here is really two things for us. One, we want to be able to disseminate information to you to help you on your partner journey. So there's everything from FAQs and resource kits and tidbits of information. But our main goal of the member portal was not to be a technical resource per se. We've got tons of technical documents out there. We've got resources online. You can start at google.com/cloud and find all kinds of information about what we offer from a deep product standpoint. But this is really geared towards being content to help you with the member program, with the journey to partner, the things you need to do to get up and running your business. Now, it's also a channel for us to get feedback from you. The technology that we use here allows you to come in and ask questions in forums, to get support, to understand when we offer events, and all these type of things to allow you to connect and also give us feedback as well too. So think of it as a channel opportunity for you to talk to us, as well as obviously something for us to talk to you en masse. You can also talk to each other. We also offer a member forum. So again, if you want to connect with other members and see if there's any synergies between your businesses or things like that, you definitely have a way to talk to other folks. So when I start diving into some of this stuff, some of the stuff I think that is really super helpful, we have some must-read documents right here in the center. If you go through here and you look at these program documents, we've got a bunch of them. For example, how do I get started quick on building Google Cloud Platform solutions? If you're brand new, maybe you're coming from a different cloud background and you're new to GCP, this is a guide to get you started up and running fast. We've also got some specific FAQs if you're a service member or a technology member, as well as a really good document that'll allow you to come in and get a list of really key essential getting started links. So again, of course, you can go around and Google things and find all kinds of stuff, but this really aggregates a lot of the key things that you may want to see to get started fast. And we keep these documents live, so we keep updating and adding things to it. So you can see here everything from the getting started essentials to how do I connect with Google. And I apologize, it's a little slow on the lag for the video here. But you can see we've got some technical learning resources. We talk about opportunities for training, and we do have training available for members. You can see things, guides switching over from AWS, for example, other book mark-worthy links, and et cetera. So a good handful of information. If you were to say to me, what's the very first place I should start? If I'm new to the cloud or new to the program, start with this doc and get started learning things for that. So awesome. Okay, so let me go back to this. You notice a couple things. Again, you can offer ideas, start discussions, and actually give us feedback right in line around some of this content, which is super helpful for us. Again, this is really something we want to do to help you. If there's something you think that's missing or something you'd like to add, that's also something we definitely want to hear. Let me go back to the main homepage here. And show you again, we've got a section for news on top, and we'll put announcements up there from time to time. But if you really want to drill in on that, you can do that and see all the different announcements that we offer. I mentioned a forum. This is, again, when you go live and you get your credentials, this is a great place for you to go and ask questions or meet with other members, and we'll make sure that we have some good conversations around this as well too. So the forum is a great place to go. Also, these office hours are going to be held monthly right now is our plan. So you can come in here into the event section. I'll wait for that to draw. There's a little lag, and here it comes. And now you can see all the events that we're currently offering. So we've already got the schedule up for the next couple office hours as far as dates go. We'll tell you what those topics will be soon, so you can determine if it's applicable for you to sign in and register. And the same format we'll be able to offer here. Notice that all these office hours, as is this one, will be live as well as recorded. So if it's not time zone friendly to you or you're busy that day, you can check out back up here on the GCC, watch the recording, and question and comment on it as well too, if you want as well too. So you can see we've got some of the older ones up here. So here's one about the last one that we did, which is all about the program requirements and the partner journey to get started. So a good spot to come see stuff. Okay, so let me come back out to the homepage and show you just a couple more things here, and then we'll open it up for some of the questions. The first thing you notice is, as we've explained, the services and technology journeys are similar, but there's definitely differences, whether you're offering services or offering product. And so you'll notice, for example, when I hover over the service section, you'll see there's some content about what do I need to do to get certified, and here's the program overview. If I come down to the technology page, you'll notice we've got some references that are specific to a technology partner as well. So the good news is, again, we're putting all this information in one because we think being a member of our program, regardless of what you're going to market with, is a great thing. But there's definitely some differences, and we want to address those and make it easy for you to find those types of things. Okay, and let me just wrap it up by saying, and I've already seen a question, by the way, in the window saying, I don't see some of these links, for example, and you're right. Well, you'll notice that, again, I'm showing you my internal view. When you get yours, you'll notice that your homepage will be set to members for this. If you're a customer, you'll get to see customers, but we have some specific pages to line up, and that'll bring you directly to this homepage, and you'll have it. So that is, in a nutshell, what's coming. I hope you think this is valuable and it's interesting. And again, any feedback or any comments on what you'd like to see or have added to this would be super huge. Just one thing I didn't show, and I'll just wrap it up with this, is if you need to get in touch with us, obviously we've got a couple different ways to do it because we have a few different teams working here together. But if you come to our support page, you can quickly see here's links back to the FAQs, which maybe will answer questions that you don't need to necessarily contact with us, but we have a direct link to both the services team and the technology member team as well, right here within it. So that's the GCC member portal and a quick glance. And so now let me actually turn it back over to Elaine and actually myself to answer some questions here as well too. So Elaine, if you want to throw your slides back up, that would be awesome. And I will stop sharing. And I think you already did.
Yes, I did.
And
yep. So we're just thinking, Charles, do you want me to take the one of the first questions around prerequisites for becoming a GCP partner?
Awesome, that'd be great.
Yeah, so I covered it earlier, but I'm happy to re-articulate the requisites for becoming a GCP services partner. Again, this is different for technology partners, but it is getting the 2 GCP technical certifications that we offer. That would be the data engineer or the cloud architect. And then for tech, do you want to jump in, Charles, in case this is applicable?
Absolutely, yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, while we think certifications are awesome, our real focus is making sure, as a technology partner, your product is ready for market and meets the Google criteria for being a solid quality product. And so the way it works is when you're ready to actually move to that partner level and have your partner solution considered, you come back into your application, you let us know that it's ready, and then one of our engineers will actually sit down, review your product. We ask for a few things in the application, for example, a video or some documentation and ways that they actually can self-service take a look at this. They may contact you for more information if they're not 100% clear. But the nice thing is they'll help review that with you. And then, if they approve it, then you can move into the partner area. Okay, so let me take the next question. And this is one of the ones we had a while ago from the form submissions. And it's a great question. And I'm sure it's one that applies to just about everybody who's listening in. And the question is a three-parter. And the question is, how do we interact with Google Cloud engagement or sales engineering teams? B, how do we have our solution hosted in the Google Cloud Marketplace? And C, how do we create a joint go-to-market plan? And that's a great question. It's probably the holy grail of what anybody would want to do as a partner. How do I actually get out there and promote my solution and get more people looking at it? And the way you do that from the member program is kind of simple. You need to become a partner. The member program is really an onboarding to help you get started and prepared and familiar and accredited to get to the partner program. Once we speak specifically from a technology side, once your product has been reviewed and accepted into our program, then we will work with you to figure out the best course of action to do those things. So for example, we've got dedicated PSM managers that work with some of our partners that will actually help them with all the above that you asked in the question. So first step, become a partner, and then we start to work on some of those things in much more detail. Obviously, I'll let Elaine elaborate a little from the services side, but from a technology side, we really want to know that you have your solution ready for market. Being a member is really all about planning and design and development and getting it ready. Then we can talk about the story of going to market once you become a full partner. Elaine, is there anything you'd like to add on top of that from a service standpoint?
No, it's very similar. It's really just starting out with becoming a partner. So getting qualified with those two Google Cloud Platforms technical certifications. Cool. And then once you're a partner, you'll be able to start to access more.
Awesome. Let me take one of the live questions we just got this morning. We have a customer who would like to purchase Google Apps seats. So I was wondering, which partner program do I need to join to get that? We also had that same question that somebody asked early on in the registration. And the answer is simple on a G Suite side. You can become a G Suite reseller partner with a fairly simple 3-step process. And I can give you a URL, or I can actually paste it in the window. I will do that in a second. How about that? But it's kind of long, but simple. If you actually just Google G Suite reseller, it'll take you to this link. Hopefully it's gsuite.google.com/landing/partners/resellers. Like I said, I'll throw that in the window in a second. But it's pretty straightforward, and it walks you through how do you do that, and you can get that set up pretty fast. So good. Thank you for that one. Let me ask. Let's see. Oh, again, that was another one we had prior. The same question. Here's a good one. I think it's been covered a little, but again, we'll bring it up again. One of the questions we got prior was more information on getting local teams certified as Google Cloud architects and professionals, especially for non-US based teams and access to resource and materials. Elaine, do you have anything to share on top of that as far as the certification, specifically in localization?
No, actually, if you can, Charles, throw the link to our certification page.
Got it. I will do
in
that.
The chat window. It's actually quite comprehensive, and anybody around the world can go to that page and find out A, more about the certifications, and then B, how and where to take the exams when you're ready. There's a really comprehensive FAQ as well on that same certification page. So once that URL is posted, you'll be able to access the information. Again, even this does apply globally. I know this was a specifically international question.
So I'm in the process of getting that link now, and I'll get it up there. There it goes. It's up in the chat window. I have to take the getting the chat off. Yes, off. Okay, there you go. You should see it now. Okay. Let me go back and get that next question. Okay, let's take one from the live. Okay, one sounds like a failure to log into GCC, and we're sorry, but it looks like you don't have access to this place of content, and that's unfortunately on us, and we are working to get that fixed, and we'll let you know as soon as we get that done. Again, we're expecting that to be within the next couple of days. Next question. Is there a possibility to become full suite partners, AdWords, Business, SEM, SEO, Maps, GCP, and G Suite? The answer is yes, and we love that enthusiasm. Um, we'll be the first to tell you that there are different programs run by different parts of Google. So it's not like a one, you just click one flag and get them all. But the answer, big picture, is yeah, you can definitely do that. We have a lot of people that have a very diverse offering of businesses. For example, in our space that focuses really on Google Cloud, we have many partners that do both GCP and G Suite that are resellers that have product and also do services. So there's a lot of different things you can do, and many of them also will work on the AdWords side of the house and the Maps and what have you, Chrome. And so, obviously we're diverse. We have partner programs for all those facets of our business, and we encourage you to take on as many as you think you can handle with us. We would love to have it. Next one is a few questions about GCC, and yep, definitely. And the Warbug, as the person is named, we will definitely get back to you and let you know doing that. If you can, we can have you contact us directly. Okay, that is the end. Oh, we have one more live question down the bottom here. And I'll read it. It says, it's still coming out in pieces in the window. Hey, well, while you're finishing that question up, let me go back to some of the ones we got prior and ask some of those. We got one that someone was asking, I don't know, a simple question perhaps about Google Vision. And I think what they were hopefully referring to is the Google Vision API or our new Vision, what we just released, the ability to work with images and graphics. A real simple way to get started is go to cloud.google.com/vision, and it talks to you and actually gives you a really cool working sample and show you all the possibilities of what you can do with our new Vision API, and then you can dive in and start learning it right there. So hopefully that was the question. I think there's a really cool, neat answer if you take a look at that URL. Let's see. That's a lot of the big questions. We got another question here. I think it's kind of interesting. And somebody asked kind of a very generic question. It's like, what kind of business solutions could I produce? Like, what are you guys interested in? And I think that's a brilliantly open question. One of the beautiful things about partnership is we really look to our members and to our partners, the people creating on our platform, to really bring their expertise, their passions, their ideas, their desires, their designs, and build out whatever solutions they see fit. There's definitely areas where we see emerging technologies that people are super excited about, that we'd love to see people doing more of. But really, as the expert, as the member becoming partner, what customers want and what customers need. I think the sky's the limit there, and I think hopefully when you really start to deeply evaluate our programs, our platforms, whether you're doing App Engine work with pure custom SaaS model, or you're integrating Drive into your solutions for storage, or whatever the case may be, there's a lot of great things you can do, and really the sky's the limit. And, we love to sit and talk to you about what maybe some of those ideas are, but remember, it's really quite open, and innovative ideas are really why we encourage members to join and help us really expand what we can deliver on the cloud platform and the cloud. Okay, there's a couple other questions that are a little more specific and maybe a little more broad brush. Let me go back to the event window and see if there's any new ones that have been put up. I know somebody was working on a pretty long one. Okay. Okay, so somebody is asking, we would like to have a web synthesis service and marketing program that will sell Google business services, have high quality visual tours and pictures done for all our clients. We want to dish out web apps for our clients in the Firebase and our little GCP service tenant, invest in moving our infrastructure out of Azure and AWS, and become 100% Google services partner. Now, I don't know if that's a question. I think it's a great statement, and I love it. Elaine, anything you want to add to that one?
No, I don't have anything further to add to that.
I think it's a great statement. Is what I like. I think it was great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we did get a question on who is the contact person for German-speaking country. I tell you what, that's a kind of a specific question. So what we'll do is we'll make the content here available. We will include our contact information for the programs, and then we can take some of those questions specifically and answer them directly. And if anybody is interested, for example, Alex, if you want to, tell us how to reach you directly, we can hook you up with someone in Germany that will help. I'm gonna pause for a second. I know we're a little early, which is fine. Again, if anybody has anything they want to shoot in the window, great, and we'll wait a minute or two. Other than that, I will pause here and see if anyone else has anything they'd like to say. Okay, with that, I think the window is slowed down. And again, awesome that you joined us. I hope this was helpful. We'll be back next month with another version of Office Hours. And in the meantime, please look forward to the GCC credentials and your ability to access it and start to really have a great dialogue with us, ask us some more questions, and hopefully move you guys from member to partner. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.